All right. I'm going to wait and see if anybody comes on. This is very impromptu. I should have been more prepared, but I was not. I wasn't feeling well this morning, honestly. I was like, ugh, my stomach hurts, and it was like hot, and I don't know how to explain it. I was like experiencing like brain fog, really. That's the best way to describe it. Hi, Kim. I just started talking to myself because I didn't know if anybody was going to come on the live right now. I was like, this is so impromptu. Hi, guys. Hi. I love you guys too. Yo, what's really good? What's really good? Are y'all ready to see what I'm making today? I am making, today what's on the menu is vegan barbecue pork tacos with an Asian ginger sesame slaw. Look, I found this. I couldn't believe that I actually found this. I was going to get canned jackfruit, but I saw this and I was like, you know what? Why not just treat myself today? I've always wanted to try this recipe, so here it goes. So I love you guys too. Let me show y'all what I got. I look grasosa. I look greasy. I don't know why. Maybe it's the lights. Let me change the lighting. Let's give y'all some good lighting because I got lighting. So why not? To elevate the situation. Y'all like that? Or maybe like a mixture of the two. You thought I was crying? No. I'm about to make vegan tacos. Why would I cry right now? This is honestly, well, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I was feeling guilty about this. I was like, yo, I'm really like, I'm really getting this. Should I be getting this? I should be budgeting my money. But you guys love and support me, and you help me out. So I thought, why not? Why not live a little? Today is the splurge day. It is the lighting, LOL. The lighting makes me look like the lighting is over. Oh, wait. I need to get a better angle so y'all can see the food and me as well. So let's figure that out while we're here because we got to cook. That's the purpose of this video. It's like I want y'all to see me and the food at the same time, but I don't have the best of angles, but we're working with what we have. So, let's see. Hold on, let's get a better angle. Like this? Maybe? Because I want y'all to see what I got going on here. But y'all not going to be able to see my head. So y'all going to be like, girl, what's going on? All right, so I'm going to show y'all what I have as ingredient-wise. So I got this chopped salad kit, Asian, and it has a ginger dressing. So I got that, a bag of that. I got some chopped red onions, some cilantro, the extra fluffy flour tortillas. I got Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, pink Himalayan salt, a little bit of Frank Reds, olive oil, minced garlic, black pepper, onion powder, and red pepper flakes just in case. So that's what I have going on. And I am going to try to figure out an angle. I swear, guys, I need to be like more prepared, but I thought I was prepared, but I need to figure out camera angles because I need to give y'all better camera angles. I want to elevate my YouTube experience. So we're going to turn on the burner right now. And the jackfruit. This is the jackfruit. I didn't show y'all this. I'm a little bit nervous because I'm like, I don't know. I'm cooking in front of you guys and this is like live. So if I make any mistakes, it's like going to be caught on camera. So I have to be perfect. I have to impress you guys. This is like, how can I get in contact with me? Message me in my comments how I can get in contact with you. Oh, look, and I treated myself to a juice today. I got the Welch's Berry Pineapple Passion Fruit Juice. So I can't wait to try that as well. So look, I have the pan heating up. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this olive oil. And I'm going to put that in the pan. A little bit, just a little bit. Let that heat up. And then I'm going to only add half of the onions. I like a lot of onions, so I'm going to add a lot of onions. And I'm going to take a little bit of pink Himalayan salt on top of the onions so that it can help pull out the water from the onions. Just 2 shakes, that's all you need. You don't want your food to come out extra salty. Oh my God, so look, boom, let me tell you guys something. Last night, I had the weirdest dreams. I woke up this morning and my stomach was hurting and I was like, ooh, I don't feel it, like what's wrong? And I was like nervous, I was like feeling hot and delirious. And like I kept on falling back asleep in the heat. And I was a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, something's not right. But you know, I think maybe I'm just exhausted because I haven't really been sleeping well. But today, I finally had good dreams. I didn't have nightmares. I had good dreams for the first time. Do you guys want to hear about the dreams that I had? Y'all want to know about the dreams that I had today? Okay, so my first dream, I had a dream that, remember, I don't know if you guys were on my live yesterday, but I went live on TikTok and I went live on Instagram yesterday. I just popped up on y'all to make sure that, you know, y'all know that I love y'all. And I talked about like wanting to do, like, imagine if I was on the Vogue cover. So I had a dream that Rihanna finally found me. She finally saw me. And I got offered, because I finally wrote my life story. I wrote a story about my life. And I was on the Oprah show and like everything just popped off of me and I got real big. Rihanna finally saw me and she reached out to me and she made me a Fenty ambassador for all her companies around. And when I got offered to do a Vogue cover, to be like Woman of the Year or something like that, we went to London to do the photo shoot and Rihanna popped up and she personally did my makeup for the Vogue cover shoot that I was shooting. And I couldn't believe it. And in the dream, I was just sitting like this and just watching Rihanna paint my face. And I was like, I can't believe this is happening. And then I kept on crying and she was like, girl, I gotta do your makeup. You can't keep crying. I was like, I can't keep crying. So she was like, you can't keep crying. So I got like thrown off. I don't know. It was such a beautiful dream. It felt so real. Like they even took me like to see the photo shoot setup they had. They had me in the English garden and the castle was in the background. And they were like, we want you to be in all these like wild flowers. And we're going to put you in this big poofy dress like your Cinderella moment. And we want you just natural, fresh face, some colored liner, Maria Antoinette inspired, and we're going to do a photo shoot for you. And I'm like, I can't believe I'm about to be on Vogue. I cannot believe I'm about to be on Vogue. Could not believe it. And then I had another dream, but that dream, I'm going to have to tell y'all when the food is ready, because that dream was a little saucy. It was not, like, it wasn't PG. It wasn't like X-rated, but it was like, it involved, oh my God, I can't wait to tell y'all. It was like exciting. But can y'all believe that I had that dream that I was doing a Vogue photo shoot and Rihanna was doing my makeup? Oh my God, that would be amazing. I need to add a little more olive oil because it's not giving me the caramelization that I want. So that's what we're doing. Oh, I should show y'all what this is looking like. So far, this is what the onions are looking like. Oh my God, you know what show I was randomly thinking about? Does anybody remember Captain Planet? Oh my God, I was thinking about Captain Planet today. I was totally thinking about Captain Planet. And this is controversial, but does anybody remember the movie with Sinbad? And Sinbad was a genie and he was able to grant wishes. And everybody's going to sit there and be like, no, that was Shaq. He did a movie Kazam. No. I remember there was a movie where Sinbad was a genie and he was granting wishes. But whenever I try to look up that movie online, it never pops up. It never pops up. They're saying that it never existed. And I'm like, I know for a fact it existed. I remember having it in VHS, putting it in the VHS player and pressing play and having to rewind the tape. I remember that movie and everybody is arguing with me. I'm like, I'm not going crazy. I remember this movie. Does anybody else remember that movie? Try to look up the movie and I bet you can't find it. Everybody tries to make me seem like I'm crazy. Oh, guys, I was feeling like a little down today, but you guys cheer me up just talking to you. Because it's the Mandela effect or something. It's called Shazam. But there is a movie with Shaq as well, where he's a genie. He was with a boy, yes. No, the movie doesn't exist, but I remember it. That's crazy. He spoke about it in the interview? Oh my God, oh my God, I need to find that link because I'm like, yo, I'm not going crazy. Nobody believes me. Nobody believes that there was a movie with Sinbad and he did a movie where he was a genie. This heat got me a little thirsty. You see, that's the one thing I don't like about cooking in this small camper. It be mad hot. I'ma save the juice for dinner. Oh! I was supposed to be wearing my gloves. These are hand sanitizer wipes. I'm supposed to be mad professional right now. It's on Fire TV somewhere. I watched it. Oh, I need to see that. I need to see that movie because I know I'm not going crazy. Let's see if I can put these gloves on to cook mad professional. Need I remind y'all that I'm just cooking for myself. I'm not cooking for anybody else. It's just little old me I'm cooking for. Oh, I wasn't feeling well. I kept on having like weird dreams. I want to tell you about this saucy dream that I had. Oh my God, it was so romantic. Like a little bit romantic, but like a lot romantic at the same time. Oh. All right, so now that the onions got the movie, I believe it was called Shazam. Now that the onions are cooked a little bit, I'm gonna add some garlic. This is garlic and olive oil. Y'all want to see what that looked like? Hold on. Look at that. If y'all could only smell this right now. This smells amazing. Amazing. Yum. Now I'm gonna take the jackfruit because I don't want the onions to burn. I'm gonna open up the packet. This is my first time having jackfruit. And I'm going to dump the jackfruit in there. Okay. Guys, y'all want to see what the jackfruit looks like now? This is what it looks like. That definitely, and look, it already comes barbecued, but I'm going to add barbecue sauce because that doesn't look like brown, like barbecue-y enough for me. And I'm just going to incorporate that and let that get some color, you know? I don't know. Cook that jackfruit up. Ew, I love that I'm going like vegan-ish. Vegan-ish today. I love it. All right. So now that we got that, we're going to prepare the Asian salad. Okay. Okay. I love this salad, so I'm going to have some on the side as well. All right. It smells good. It smells good for my first time. I mean, I haven't tasted it, but it smells good. Hold on, let me see what y'all saying. Am I feeling better? Okay, so let's read some specs about jackfruit. Straight from farm supply chains that put money back into farmers' pockets. We're about making things better. Good eats, farmer lives, our footprint. It doesn't really say anything about jackfruit. I thought it would give you like specs on what jackfruit is. I don't know. I think, yeah, jackfruit is a fruit, right? It says jackfruit. It definitely tastes sweet. It tastes sweet. Yeah, it tastes sweet. I'm going to spice this up a little bit. I'm going to add hot sauce. I'm going to add some red pepper flakes. Just a little bit. To balance off that sweetness because it is a little sweet. And I don't really like that. I don't want my meat to taste that sweet. And I'm going to add some onion powder. Some onion powder. That hot sauce, you can smell it when it hit that pan. And I'm going to add some more garlic. I'm not afraid to season my food. I'll be seasoning it. I need it to taste like I want it to taste like it tastes like I want it to taste. You know what I mean? That made no sense. Sophie is home? Really? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, you know, I'm going to be honest. When I went to the supermarket, I felt guilty. But, you know, some members of the House of Realness have sent me, you know, have sent me gifts and money to be able to get something to eat today. And I said, you know what? Today I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm not going to feel guilty about it. I'm just going to go get something to eat and not worry about it. And here I am trying something new for the first time. And I'm wearing this cute little apron. Did y'all peep the apron? The apron is cute, right? All right. I'm going to just let that do its thing. I'm not going to really worry about it too much. And then I'm going to add my Sweet Baby Ray's when it's cooked enough. So back to the salad. Back to the salad. This is the kit. I put the salad in there. Ooh, look, this is like wonton crackers and almonds, I believe. Okay. That. Love that. Love that. Love that. Right? And then we're going to toss that. Okay, so look. I'm going to start to... That is spicy. I'm going to tell y'all what happened in the dream, right? So, in this dream, I was going through my DMs, right? And this is so, like, I don't even want to admit that I had this dream, guys. Like, honestly, it's embarrassing. Look, it's embarrassing, but I had this dream that I was going through my DMs on Instagram. I know this is so, like, I don't even want to tell y'all the dream. I don't, because it's embarrassing. I should not be telling y'all this, but it is embarrassing. So, I was going through my DMs on Instagram, and I'm answering as many as I can. I always start from the oldest ones and then work my way up to the newest ones, and I try to answer as many as I can. But you know, my phone is always dying, and I charge my phone through the front of my phone is always dying, so I gotta like charge my phone, and it's always a hassle. So I'm going through my DMs, answering it, and I open up a DM, and it's this long DM. So I start reading it, and the DM was like, I thought it was a fake profile because it didn't really have that many pictures, and it was on private. So I'm reading, and the person's saying, oh my God, I've been watching you. I think you're so beautiful. Like, oh, I added the barbecue sauce, guys. Look. I added the barbecue sauce. This smells so good right now. So good. Let the sugar and the barbecue sauce. The fan is here, but I'm still sweating. The camper is small. It's small, so there's like not a lot of ventilation, and I don't have like, I wish there was like a little vent here to like asoplar the air out, but it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't have anything. So I'm here in a sauna. This camper, that's why people be like, oh my God, like they think that I be exaggerating, but it is rough being out here. Like, I am going through it. But I still try to make the best of it. That's all I'm saying. That's all we can do. Okay. I think that's done. I'm going to call it and say that it's done. Right? So, this is what that's looking like. I'm going to put that over there on this stove. There is no room in here. No room. Now we're going to put this here. We're going to turn that on because we're going to toast our taco shells. So look, I was going... Wait, agree, Jessica. What y'all agreeing on? Oh, I think I'm going to do the unboxing Wednesday. It's just so hot. Hold on. Let me just start toasting these taco shells. I mean, these tortilla shells, because I need to turn off this and start eating. It doesn't get more real than this, guys. I swear. I'm holding the fan. I'm cooking at the same time. I'm sweating it out. If I'm not the most realest YouTuber out there, I don't know who is, because I show y'all everything. I don't edit anything, and that is the bad part. I need to be more refined, because I know that I'm a little rough around the edges. I still got, I still got some work to do. I wish I had Meryl Streep and like Devil Wears Prada to like whip me into shape and make me fashionable. Oh, so look. Boom, right? I'm going through my DMs. I'm reading this long DM. Now this DM is like, I'm thinking it's a catfish, because he's like, y'all, I've been watching you, like this, that, and third. I'm an up and coming, like performer. That's how he put it. He said performer. And I was like, performer, this, that, and the third. He's like, yo, I know this sounds crazy and whirlwind, but I feel like I know you from watching your videos, and there's nobody out here like you, and let me fly you in. And I'm like, fly me in? So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna entertain this little catfish because I'm bored. You know how we do sometimes when you're bored and you entertain something that you know is probably like a joke or whatever. And you're like, let me see what this person's trying to say. Let's see what craziness is gonna pop up. Because, sometimes online people be saying the most craziest things. So I went along with it, and I'm playing along, and I'm like, yeah, where exactly would I be flying to? He's like, well, pick wherever you want to go. And I'm like, but COVID. And he's like, we're not going to be out. Trust me. I'm going to have you in the penthouse suite. Everything luxe. And I was like, oh, so you must be a big time performer. He's like, I mean, for discretional reasons, I can't really say who I am, but trust me, you won't be disappointed. So at this point, I'm like, whatever. So I call my sister. In my dream, I call my sister Stasia, right? And now I'm calling her, and I'm like, girl, I'm talking to this person on Instagram. They hit me up in my DMs, and she's like, oh my God, you had somebody hit you up in your DMs? And like, because nobody's hitting me up in my DMs. Like, that's not happening. Trust me. The only people that are hitting me up in my DMs are the House of Realness. Ain't nobody giving me offers of flying me out to no private jet, no nothing, right? So I'm talking to her about it. She's like, but what if it isn't a catfish? And I'm like, but what if it's a catfish and then I go over there and I get killed? I'm getting on a private jet. I could wake up in a tub full of ice with no kidneys. And she's like, well, I mean, girl, you was always the cautious one growing up. We were all taking risks. We were all doing this and that and doing crazy things. And you always played it safe. So, like, why don't you just take a risk this time? And I'm like, ooh, I don't know. But so I thought about it, and then I went home. This is all in the dream. This dream was mad vivid. That's why I was like, am I okay? Because these dreams were a little too vivid. And normally when I have vivid dreams like that is when, I'm not feeling too well. So, whatever. So I go back home in the dream, and I'm sitting in the camper, and I'm just bored, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to entertain it. And I'm like, okay, so hypothetically speaking, if I was to get on this private jet, where would the private jet be? And he's like, well, I have a vague idea of where you're at from what you say in your videos. So, you just got to pick the best one, and I'll have a car sent over to where you're at. And I was like, you're going to have a car sent over to where I'm at? He's like, yeah, I'll have a car come pick you up, take you to the private, He's like, you don't got to pack nothing. You don't got to bring nothing. I got everything. I'm going to take you shopping, all of that. So I'm like, I got a passport. So I'm like, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm a bite. So I find my iPhone, and I was sharing my location with my sister. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go. It's probably crazy. What am I doing? This is not safe at all. I am not advocating this. As I'm holding a knife, I'm not advocating. I would never do what I did in the dream in real life. I need y'all to know that this is just a dream. But I was like, oh my God, I'm going to share my location, and I'm going to go. And if something happens, you know where I'm at. So she's like, okay, girl, like, good luck, this, that, and the third. I'm putting the tacos together. She's like, good luck, this, that, and the third. So I don't even pack a bag. I said, okay, this is my location. And I gave him a location to a fast food restaurant that was close to me. And I walked to it. And when I went there, I told him where I was at. And he said, in a black SUV pulled up, right? Like, maybe like 10 minutes later, and was like, Michelle, totally transparent. And I'm like, yes. They're like, we're here to take you to the jet. And I'm like, oh, okay, can I see some badges? Can I see some IDs? This, that, and the third. And they started chuckling. They were like, he said you will be like this. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm a New Yorker and I'm not silly. I know I'm doing something crazy and I'm getting in this car right now, but I need to know who I'm getting in this car with. So they laughed and they showed me the IDs and they seemed really nice. So, stranger danger, do not do this. I got in the truck. I got in the SUV with them. And then I sat in the back and I got on the phone with my sister and I was like, okay, so boom, girl, I'm in the thing, this, that, and the third. Like, they showed me the ID. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going. So we got to this like private airstrip, right? And I was like, can I know where we're going? And they're like, don't worry, we're not going that far. And I'm like, okay, but are we going like international or are we staying within the United States? And he was like, oh, we're staying within the United States, right? So I'm like, oh, can I get a clue? And they're like, it's somewhere like, whatever. I'm going to tell y'all where it was at. We wound up going to Montana, right? Hold on. Can y'all hear me because of the fan? Can y'all hear me? Because I want to tell y'all the dream. Because this is actually getting real good. Okay, good. Y'all hear me. Give me 1 minute. Oh, let me bring the lighting over here. All right. So we good? Y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me good? Oh, I got pink on my eyes today. All right. So now I'm in the car. I'm on the phone with my sister. We're at the plane strip and they're telling me, you know, for discretionary reasons, they're going to tell me once I get there. So we wind up flying to Montana. And then once we get to Montana, mind you, the guards that drove me there, like the security that drove me there, they got on the plane with me. They didn't stay. They got on the plane with me. Oh my God. I would normally never buy this juice because this juice is $2. But this juice is mad good. It literally says paradise in a glass. It tastes mad like tropical, like paradise. That's mad good. All right. So listen, I'm going to try some of the salad. Here are the tacos. I put the slaw, red onion, cilantro, and barbecue jackfruit. My first time. So here's the taco. Oh my God. You know what this would taste good with? An avocado, like a creamy avocado sauce as well. Oh, I should have made an avocado sauce. This is so, yo, let me tell you something. Wife me up right now because this is slamming. 10 out of 10. It tastes like barbecue. It's tangy. The slaw adds the crunchiness, the red onions, the raw, because I put raw red onions. That gives it a sharpness. The cilantro is so good. It's not sweet. I added the hot sauce and the red pepper flakes. And the hot sauce and the red pepper flakes really did its job with balancing the sweetness. And it's amazing. This is a 10 out of 10. This is the best vegan meal I've ever attempted to make. Like, this is the best. I am so happy that it came out perfectly. All right, jackfruit. Listen, I'm sorry. Listen. So now we're off the private jet. And mind you, the private jet was beautiful. They were like, oh, there's a bedroom if you want to go take a nap. And I'm like, first of all, I'm not taking no nap on no private jet. I'm not even taking a nap on a regular plane. Mind you, this was my second time being on a plane in my dream. And my first time on a private plane. So now we're in Montana. We get in another SUV with another 2 bodyguards. And we're driving, and everything is matted black, like blackout windows, everything. And we're driving, and we pull up to like this mansion hidden on top of these mountains. Hidden on top of these mountains. And we pull into this driveway, and the driveway is dim. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm like, why is it so dark here? And then this whole wall opens up, and it's dim lit and it's full. It's this big hallway filled with flowers and candles. And I was like, oh my God, this is like so beautiful. And all these flowers, like it was so much flowers down this walkway. And then like straight ahead, we'll show you the way. It tastes like shredded barbecue pork, but like a little more softer. So now we're going down this hallway filled with flowers and candles. And I'm like, oh my God, this is fancy. Like, I can't believe this is actually happening. So I have my sister on video, on FaceTime, and I have her like on my side on my phone because I'm like, just in case something happens. So then, damn girl, what did you smoke before you go to bed? Nothing. I wasn't feeling well this morning, and I kept on sleeping. I kept on dozing off and sleeping and having these weird dreams. So, ooh, look, this is going to be another hour-long video, and everybody complains that my videos are too long already. Should I stop? All right. Go ahead. All right. The food is mad good. Y'all need to try this recipe. I swear, I need y'all to try this recipe. So listen. So now I'm nervous, and this guy comes out. He's like this really tall guy. I believe he was like 6'6", and he's like, finally, you're here. And he comes and he grabs me and he picks me up and he hugs me, and I'm like, who are you? He's like, you telling me you don't know me? And I'm like, no, I don't know you. Like, I've never heard of you. He's like, all types of music, but I don't know about you. He's like, I mean, I've worked with like J. Cole. I've worked with so many people. Like, how do you not know me? And I was like, oh, I really don't know who you are. I don't know who the guy was. I don't know who apparently he was like this like R&B / rapper, and I didn't know anything about him. I didn't hear his music before, and he felt mad crunch because I was like, I've never heard of you. So he's like, what you mean you never heard of me? Like, I can't believe this. Like, his ego was hurt. But I really, really, like, dead ass, I did not know who he was. And I never seen him before, but he was handsome. And I was like, well, your house is big, so you must be big. I just never heard of you. So he's like, yo, that kind of hurt my feelings. Like, yo, I might eat a little more, beautiful lady. You too much. I'm gonna take a break and eat. I should be embarrassed to eat in front of you guys. I should. But I'm not. I'm not embarrassed, I promise you. So listen. Listen. The tall guy was this R&B slash rapper, and I knew nothing about him, and his ego was bruised. He thought that he was gonna do this big reveal, this, that, and the third, but I crunched him because I was like, I never heard of you and I never heard of your music. So he's like, yo, I'm about to take you to my studio right now so you can hear some of my music. So he grabs my hand and I'm like, you're really comfortable with me. He's like, I'm sorry. I've watched all your videos. I found you on TikTok, believe it or not. And I watched all your videos and I feel like I know you so much. And I'm like, yeah, you feel like you know me, but like you're holding my hand and I still don't know who you are. And even though your house is lovely, yeah, I feel uncomfortable now. So he takes me to the studio and he like lets me hear some of this music. And I was like, oh, wow, like you've actually worked with a lot of people. I didn't know this. And he's like, yeah, like I'm kind of like a big deal, you know? And I'm like, oh, you're so humble. And he's like, oh, I see the sarcasm. You're really sarcastic. You don't really show this side on your YouTube. And I was like, I'm an onion. I have many layers, okay? So what's up? Like, what is this about? He's like, well, you know, I like you and I want to get to know you. And, you know, I saw that you were sitting in that camper and I thought that why not shoot my shot? And I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm here. So like, what do you have plans? Because I didn't pack anything. Like, what is this all about? I was confused. So I was confused, right? I'm trying to read what y'all saying. Guys, that barbecue jackfruit, delicious. So he's like, I kind of wanted to take you away, you know, if you like it, you can, you know. He's like, I just wanted to get to know you. And I was like, okay, well, how long are you kidnapping me for? He's like, I'm not kidnapping you. You're free to go whenever you want. This, that, and the third. And I couldn't believe it. And he was like, why do you have that weird look on your face? And I'm like, because like, I was like, you sure you watched my channel? You sure you know who I am? Like, he's like, yeah, you got a camper, you, like, you're awesome, you cook, you're all of this. Like, I mean, look at your curly fro and this, that. And I was like, so you like know about me, if you know what I mean. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, but you're a rapper and you sing as well and you're bigger than what I thought. I mean, even though I don't know you. He's like, I hope I make it to the top too, so thank you for that. So I'm like, you know, I was like, you know about me? He's like, yeah, I know about you, and yeah, I understand those things. What's the problem? And I'm like, you know that this could, like, if this ever got out, this could like ruin your career. And he's like, okay, that's one way to look at this. Or another way to look at this as, I know what I know, and I still brought you here because I wanted to get to know you. And I mean, I can't tell you I'm gonna put a ring on your finger right now, but I want to get to know you and I don't care. And I was like, you don't care? Okay, this is weird. I wasn't expecting this. So I was like, this is weird or whatever. I was reading your comments at the same time. I was like, this is weird. And like, it almost like the dream went and fast forward and we were like sitting on the couch talking and laughing and everything like that. And then like fast forward in the dream, it was like probably 3 years later, I started doing seminars, motivational speeches. I wrote a book and my channel was doing like way better. And I was driving up to this house, right? And it was this house tucked away. It had like this driveway that was like all a row of trees, and it was a long driveway. And I'm in this car. I'm in this like really nice car, and I'm driving all the way up there, and then it goes up this little hill into like the forest. And when the house emerges from the bushes, I'm like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It still takes my breath. And then I get out of the car and I start walking to the door. I had the keys in my hand. I open the door and the same R&B rapper is there. And he's like, what took you so long, right? He was like, what took you so long? And I was like, what do you mean what took me so long? He's like, can you believe it? You finally bought your first house. Like, you said you were going to do it and you bought your first house. You bought your dream house. How do you feel, baby? And I'm like, baby? He's like, why are you acting so weird? Like, you don't, like, what's going on? Like, am I not your baby anymore? Like, we've been married already. Like, I thought that once I put the ring on it, that's it. Like, it's solidified. And I'm like, the ring? And then I look down and there's a ring on my finger. And then he comes up from behind me and he starts hugging me from the back. And he's like, look at this. This is all yours. You did it all on your own. And then he starts kissing me and I start smiling and giggling. And I'm like, this is mine. And he's like, yes. Like, what's wrong with you? You signed the papers like a week ago. You've been dying to get in here. They finally finalized, like, this is ours. And I'm like, and I couldn't even believe it. And I remember the kitchen was this massive. I mean, the kitchen was huge, and it had these floor to ceiling windows that slid, and all you saw was all these like trees. It was like in a forest over a mountain, and there was like this little lake, this little like river. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I just couldn't, I was amazed at how big the kitchen was. Like, that was the first place. And then I woke up. That was it. That was the dream. I still get excited about it because I remember the feeling in the dream. In the dream, I remember when he came up from behind me, he was like, you did it. You finally bought your first house. And it hit me that this was my house, and that's why I had the keys. Oh my God, I woke up like in tears from that dream because the feeling felt so real. It felt like, oh my God, like almost like I was able to exhale finally. Like, I feel like I go through life holding my breath. And in that dream, it felt like I let out this big exhale. And I was like, you know, like I was home. It was a beautiful dream. Guys, if you're nervous about going vegan, try these tacos. I promise you, these tacos are slamming. Amazing. The only thing that was like super expensive was the barbecue jackfruit. That bag of barbecue jackfruit was $3.98, but I was originally gonna get a can of jackfruit, and a can of jackfruit is $1.19. So if you want to do it for cheaper, you can do canned jackfruit and then season it up yourself. Guys, I can't believe I just did a live cooking show. And I can't tell y'all anything that I just said. I don't know what I just told y'all. Because you know, normally after I shoot a video, I sit down and I go on my phone and I do iMovie and I edit it. And I have to listen to myself. And I hate listening to myself because I'm like, ooh, you sound like super like, cringy. Like, maybe I don't want to hear myself a lot. Maybe that's why I don't really edit my videos, because I hate hearing myself. But Chica, you jump your future, please, baby. I hope I did. I hope I did. This video is already 50 minutes. It's already 50 minutes. I have to end the video, but I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm about to eat 2 more tacos. I'm about to eat 2 more tacos, baby. That's how... This is good. It's good. Let me taste it just on its own. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all this. When you shred the jackfruit like this, it tastes more like meat. When you leave it in big chunks, you could tell that it's not meat. If that makes any sense. So if you're gonna try this and you want it to taste more like meat, shred the jackfruit into shreds and don't leave it into chunks like this. Don't leave it like this. Shred it up. That's slamming. That's good. You know how good that is? Look, let me tell you something. If I was dating somebody and I wanted to impress them on a date and I'm inviting them over, I would make that to impress them. I'll be like, have you ever tried vegan food? And they'll be like, I don't know, yes or no or whatever. And I'll be like, well, I got these vegan tacos for you that you're about to try. The base is jackfruit. And this juice is slamming. I shouldn't be drinking all this sugar, but I'm treating myself. You went to Aldi's today, Stephanie? Aldi's is like a magical place. Oh, that was the... Oh my God, guys. Do y'all like when I cook? Do y'all like that? Do y'all like when I cook and do story times with y'all? Wait, it's Friday today? Wait, it's Friday? I thought it was Monday. I thought it was Monday. All right. So I kind of want to tell y'all like another story, but this is already 54 minutes, so I'm going to end it. But I'm going to go on Instagram. I'm going to go on Instagram Live to tell y'all another story. No. Oh, no. TikTok, you got to be more PG-13. Instagram, I don't have to be as PG-13. I can't do here because it's already an hour long. Nobody's going to watch this video afterwards. And I'm trying to get monetized. I'm trying to monetize this video. My Instagram name is just like my YouTube, totally transparent. Yeah, you guys need to follow me on IG. Okay, I'm going to go on Instagram. Bye, guys. Wait for me. I'm going on Instagram, but I'm a set up my next 2 tacos, okay? Give me like 20 minutes, okay?